Last year, Hurricane Elena knocked out power to 2.3 million homes across 3 states. Search and rescue helicopters were scanning flooded neighborhoods with thermal imaging, hunting for survivors trapped in the complete blackout. That's when pilot Jake Morrison spotted something strange. One house was lit up like Christmas Eve while everything within 200 miles sat in complete darkness. When the rescue team finally reached that house, what they found left them speechless. 78-year-old Frank Kowalski was calmly watching the 11 o'clock news. Fresh coffee brewing, refrigerator humming, heat running full blast, while his neighbors shivered in pitch-black houses, wondering if help would ever come. And here's where this gets absolutely insane. There was no generator rumbling outside, no solar panels, and the main power lines to his house had been snapped clean in half by a fallen oak tree. When the rescue captain asked how he still had power, Frank just chuckled and said it was a little project he'd been working on. That little project was about to expose the biggest scam the power companies have been running for decades. 3 days later, when utility crews arrived to assess the damage, their equipment started going absolutely haywire. The meters were spinning backwards. Frank wasn't just using power, he was creating it. So much excess electricity that the grid was actually sucking power from his house. The supervisor stared at his tablet in disbelief, telling Frank the company owed him $423 for electricity he generated. But that $423 check was just the tip of the iceberg. Over the next 6 months, the power company paid Frank $1,847. And Frank isn't some MIT genius who studied electrical engineering for decades. He's a retired school janitor who still asks his grandson to help him with his smartphone. When Frank's story hit Channel 7 News, all hell broke loose. The station promised major follow-up investigations, primetime specials, documentary crews, the whole 9 yards. Then something sinister happened that should terrify every American. Every single follow-up story got canceled. The promised investigations never happened. The original report disappeared from the station's website like it never existed. When I called Channel 7 demanding answers, the response chilled me to the bone. They told me they were no longer covering that story and hung up on me. And that's when I realized what we're really dealing with here. Someone with serious money and power had silenced them. And just like that, Frank's story vanished. But they made one fatal mistake. I'm the one who gave Frank this secret in the first place. And despite their desperate attempts to bury this information, I've been quietly sharing it with people like you ever since. That's how over 47,592 families have already broken free from the power company stranglehold. Using basic parts you can grab at any hardware store to slash their electric bills by up to 90% while creating bulletproof backup power that works even when the entire grid collapses.